Check pass. Check back. Switch. Hey, switch. 25. Check 25. Wheel. Check.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the first play of the game. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Check 50.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. From a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Finding some room at midfield. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Motion.
Darnold from the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. We're set on 1st down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
55. Check it backer. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Good one. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run on first down. It's Goodwin trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You're not ready. He's coming. We got double up. Deuce. Hey, watch it.
Here's Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Army.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Kill.
Running right, Jones. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Williams on the stop.
That's it, baby.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Watch the eye. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Watch it.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Check. And here we go. Watch the pass.
A first down throw for Brissett. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Trayvon Boyd. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. A big run there by Jones. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now the extra point. And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it with Jones.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 3rd down, Brissett. Jones has it. The 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Check 31, check 31. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Check 3, check 3. Shift, watch the shift. Tight dog. Jim. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
50 the mic. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
From his own goal line, Darnold going deep this time for Miller. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Brissett now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
That's what I do.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, check.
Ball shot. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
I'm not ready.
Brissett again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rip left, rip left.
Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Switch. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert 3.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got a first down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, and he's going to go down again. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
52's the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Check 50. Check 50. Quick dance. Quick dance. Go, go. Let go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
52's the mic right here over there.
Brissett to throw on first. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Shit. Shit. Check 24. Check 24. 64. Weak. Look at it.
Back.
To throw is Brissett. And this is caught at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Mike 52.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Mike's 50.
First down, Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometime.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the end zone, here's Darnold. This complete to Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Jets on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Darnold completes it. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
He runs. Joker. He's checking. Crash.
Watch the safety creep. 49, check 49. Check 49.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rush in. Check. Crunch.
Brissett on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd and goal, Brissett, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Watch the slant. Red 80.
Hey, Charlie, keep going.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the run. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch it, come on. Match box. What? SOS.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check.
Check hot route. Hot. Out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this fight? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.